Hey everyone, I'm Walker and welcome back to All About Nails, where we talk about vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. Today I'm sharing with you another comparison in my series where I've been comparing between pink, purple, and red polishes, so polishes that don't really fit into one color category. And today's group are these really beautiful red, purple colors. These are colors that I think look pretty different in the bottle, but actually on the nail looked pretty similar. And so these are polishes that really fit between red and purple, and we're gonna dive into talking about these 5 colors. If you have not seen the rest of this series where I started with all 25 polishes and broke them up into groups, and then I've been going through and comparing each group individually, I will link that playlist up above in the cards and then also down below in the description, so definitely check that out so that you can see this series from start to finish. Alright, the first polish that we're talking about today is Stacy, and Stacy is from the 2010 Wicked and Wonderful Fall Collection from Zoya. And Stacy is described as a deep wine cream with purple and raspberry undertones. Zoya says that it's a dark but not black vampy shade, which I would agree with. This one, the purple really comes out a bit stronger than I expected, and so it really is that wine color, but it wasn't deep enough to fit into my wine category, so we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Next up is Veronica, and this is another one that I had a bit of a hard time kind of putting into a group because in the bottle it has a lot of pink in it, but honestly when it dries it loses some of that pink. It is from the Fall 2014 ENTICE and Ignite collection, and Veronica is described as a deepened reddened berry cream. Up next is Margo, and Margo is actually also from the same collection as Veronica, so this is from the Fall 2014 ENTICE and Ignite collection, and this is described as a deep but bright mulberry cream, and this one is almost like a little bit of a cooler toned version of Veronica, so they're very similar, but we'll see them up close in just a second. Up next is Donnie, and Donnie is from the 2018 Element collection, and so this is from the 2018 Fall collection, and this one is described as a full coverage purple toned sangria cream, which is really fun to say, sangria cream. And then the last polish that we're looking at today is Ciara, and Ciara is described as a rich medium berry purple cream with red plum undertones, and Ciara came from the 2009 Truth and Dare Fall collection. Alright, here we go. Here are the 5 polishes that we're talking about today. I have them ordered a little bit from darkest red down to most purple, and I think that we can see here that these 3, Margo, Ciara, and Donnie, are definitely the most purple, Donnie having the most pink, the most brightness in it, and Ciara has almost like fuchsia in it. It's pretty bright, pretty berry. These 3, Margo, Veronica, and Stacy, definitely have a little bit more red in them, and Margo kind of lies right in the middle. I do want to show Tony. Tony is in my wine category, and I just want to show how much more red Stacy has, and it's a little bit less deep. It's not quite as deep as Tony is. These 2 together up close show that Stacy has a bit more of this kind of red berry quality. It's not quite as winey and deep as Tony is, which is why I put Stacy in this group. I also wanted to bring in another red. So this is Riley, and Riley was in a red berry group. Riley is pretty close to some of these polishes. It's pretty close to Veronica, pretty close to Margo and Ciara, but Riley definitely has a much stronger and more obvious red tint to it. Veronica has some other stuff going on. It's got more purple, more pink. Riley is much more kind of straight up red compared to these, at least. I also wanted to bring in just a lighter toned, bright purple color. So Kieko is a much warmer toned purple than some of the other purples, but even compared to Donnie, you can really see how much pink and how much berry is in Donnie. I had a really hard time with this group, I think because they don't quite fit into any group. So they don't quite fit into the purples, they don't have enough purple in them, they're a little bit too berry, a little bit too pink, but they didn't fit into the reds, they didn't fit into the pink. Here's Gwyneth, which has a bit more red in it. It's a bit more kind of a pink leaning red. It also highlights how in between these colors are. They're really between red, pink, and purple, and so this group to me was really hard to categorize. categorize. Alright, I'm just gonna go out and say it. I think you should pick up all of these polishes. If these are colors you like, I think they're all different enough from one another. There are no dupes here. I would say, you know, some of them are a little bit similar. Maybe Margo, Veronica, Stacy, they're kind of similar, but Margo is much cooler toned, Veronica's much warmer toned, and Stacy leans much stronger red. So honestly, I think you can pick up all 5 of these. I know that's not a very helpful comparison, but hopefully you learned something. Maybe there's one here that you don't have that you want to pick up, but yeah, I hope you learned something, and I will link below and up above the whole playlist for this kind of in-between pink, purple, red series. There are some other groups that have colors that are more similar to one another, so definitely check those groups out. And as always, thank you so much for your time today, and give me a comment down below to let me know which of these polishes you have, which ones do you like, which one are you maybe interested in adding to your collection now. Awesome, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!